Agnostic Haywood here, trying to slog through Deuteronomy. Worshipping other gods. If a prophet tells dreams appears among you, um, it's more the same. It's honestly the same thing repeating itself. The first time I've read it in a long time, and I'm just saying it's the same thing repeated. And I don't really know. It sounds like a lot of rules. More rules for clean and unclean food. And honestly, you can go through these. I'm thinking about going to AI, making a list of all the rules, Old Testament rules, and then figuring out what people decide to harp on and what they don't. I'm just looking at one right now. Just rules. Eating an animal that has a split hoof divided into two. Just, things of that nature. It's kind of, I won't say out of hand, but, it's kind of like, just give it the bookmark, right? Just rules after rule after rule after rule. And nobody follows any of them, except the ones they pick and choose to try to follow, and it's usually something very hateful. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk is an example. I just saw that one. I knew that was in there somewhere. I remember that from when I was young. So, tithes, be sure to tithe. End of every 7 years, you must cancel debts. Yeah, nobody does that, do they? Nobody does that. You got to hold people into student loans forever, right? But, we'll ignore that rule. Again, I'm thinking about going to AI and saying, please make a list of all of the rules in the Old Testament given by the Jewish God, and then going through just one by one and saying, do we follow this? Do we follow this? And I'm guessing the answer is often no. That's my guess. But I'm not reading all of this. I'm just not going to. It's just rule after rule after rule, and most of them, the pig is also unclean. Yeah, right. So it may be an unclean animal. According to what used to have trichinosis, perhaps, but people eat pork now, and then what rules do you follow? What do you not? All right, if a fellow Hebrew, man or woman, sells himself to you for 6 years, 7th you must let him go free. Yeah. No, we firstborn animals, every firstborn male. Nobody does it. Nobody does any of this, and yet they'll pick and choose the rules they want. Right? They pick and choose the rules they want. Passover, rules of Passover, feasts, don't worship other gods, of course, take them to place, choose a priest, who are Levites, the king. It's the same rules, it's rules. I'm just not going to read them. I'm not in the mood at the moment. Nobody follows the ones except the ones they want to. Basically God's destroying people that aren't them. Nations you will dispossess, listen to those who practice sorcery. More destructive God stuff. Cities of refuge. I remember reading this as a kid, and or as a young adult. So I don't remember. I was very young. I started deconstructing probably at the age of 19, 20, 21. Completely falling apart with this stuff, and it was just pick and choose, and it was kind of confusing as a young person reading this. And some people were saying it's a divine book, and everything's perfectly pristine, everything's factual. And then you find, it's not inerrant. And that's a recent word. It's not even consistent with itself. It's not even consistent with itself. So can it be inerrant if there's two different versions of the same story? But in any event, more rules, marrying a captive woman. Just ancient rules. Firstborn is the son of the wife he does not love. We must not get it. It's rebellious son. Oh good. What in the world we're gonna do here? Oh boy. Oh, okay, so a rebellious son, they get to stone him to death. My goodness. We don't follow those rules, do we? Probably for the best. Holy moly. Big old crazy bookmark on that one, huh? Sheesh. Holy moly. Okay, so we'll stop with that perhaps. A rebellious son, so we have to kill people, stone them to death. Now, I hope you never go to the internet and look that up. You can find videos of that. And I hope that you never go watch one. Just don't. All right. They're out there if that's your thing, but do yourself a favor and don't. All right. Agnostic Haywood, trudging through Deuteronomy up to Deuteronomy 21, old laws. Pick and choose what you follow, I suppose.